Dan, every step of the way in the upper crust, just really helped mold our visions into a reality.
We realized it could be exactly the wedding we wanted.
The passion that you felt from Dan Falick and Jim Weitzman for their space and for how they do a wedding, just to us felt right.
Dan was incredibly enthusiastic about helping us kind of realize our vision for the wedding.
We had maybe an hour meeting with Jim and we just kind of knew that these were the guys that were going to do the right thing for us, and we really wanted somebody that was going to be able to do everything from, you know, lighting to floral to food.
I think they got us, they got our concept, they got what we were looking for. If you're having a party, the food has to be spectacular.
People really were like, the food was amazing.
The food was unbelievable.
Fabulous food.
The food.
People are still talking about the food.
The food was amazing.
It was excellent.
The food at the wedding was unbelievable.
Everything was so wonderful and it tasted so good.
I still hear about that, the compliments about the food that was prepared.
The staff was attentive, polite, courteous, fast.
They were perfect.
It was perfection. Again, the service was exquisite.
There was not a person who had to wait for a drink or waited for their food.
They were like ninjas.
They were a little ninja-like.
It was just like, hey, here's cake. Where'd that come from?
The staff was phenomenal.
They were on it. They were
They did a
totally
really good
on
job.
it.
No one was waiting, you know, the staff was fantastic.
You didn't see the strings or the wires.
It was like magic.
Yeah.
I always think,
exactly,
I always think that's a good staff is when you don't notice them.
Yeah.
Because like if you go to La Bernardin or whatnot, you don't notice, like they're there when you need them and they're not there when you don't.
I'd put it on par with, like, you know, the experience you'd have at the Four Seasons.
I think at one point Dan said he was surprised at how relaxed I was. So, you know, but that shows how much trust I had and, you know, in him and how much, you know, I really knew that he'd be able to execute the day, you know, perfectly, which is really exactly what happened.
And there was not one detail that went amiss, and it was just beautiful. I walked in here and I cried before the wedding.
It was exactly what we wanted, to a T.
I got here and I was just like, wow, it's perfect.
You know, when we walked in, I thought, this is it. This is exactly what I was thinking.
We got a chance to walk around the space, and you know, we both realized that this is exactly what we had wanted.
People still talk about him, still to this day.
It's the best one we've ever been to, by far, was ours. I mean, who can say that?
Yeah, yeah.
I just remember my friends and my family having a terrific time, and it all seemed to sort of magically, effortlessly appear and disappear and flow.
My parents had a great time on the dance floor. I couldn't get my mom off of it. And I'd never seen my mom dance. My dad's never seen my mom dance, and they've been married for 35 years.
And looking back on that day, there's not a thing we would have changed.
I wouldn't change anything.
Not a thing. Everything was absolutely perfect.
There's nothing I would change except let's make it double the length.
Yeah, more of it.
As I told Dan the day of the wedding, they really did knock it out of the park. Right. You know, and you just get that sense from these guys that they love what they do, and they do it well.
We're big fans.
We're huge fans.